West of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right there, Hurt. Go on, check, man. Check, man.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And room there to work it inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look. It's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Wilson.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Jets in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now it's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate.
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here's Matt Ariza now.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 19
tight, 19 tight. Check smash, check smash. Panther 11.
They go play action with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 27, Wilson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 36, Hurts. Short little throw to Ebron. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Ready up.
Going for it with Sanders. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Touchdown! Jeff Smith, 28 yards. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They run with Sanders off the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Hey, check that. Three.
Hurts. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
19-7.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Cut 19!
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Hold the race.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
18
Smith will come in motion right. They'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Go!
They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Ready, set.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Ready! Mustang 19! 18, Pioneer!
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jets, their strong start